Okay, it looks like the clock just rolled over to 10 o'clock, so we are ready to break tonight. We've only got two products. I don't know. Apparently, I must have had something going on 5 days ago because I didn't get a whole lot listed for tonight. So there you go. That happens sometimes. It's pretty easy this evening. We have a one box break of 2010 plates and patches football, and then a half case break of 2017 Panini Chronicles baseball, which we've opened Chronicles before. It's always a lot of fun to get into. So we're going to start with that in just a second. Before we do that, here's a quick look at the things coming up in the next 5 days. Trying to remember to put this up a couple of times a night. I often have questions about it, and I usually can't remember, so I'm trying to keep track of it. And, of course, you'll see we've got all kinds of things here. Autographed football jerseys, some more 2016 black gold, 2017 Leaf Valiant baseball. I'm looking forward to that one tomorrow night in particular. That's the one that has 4 or 5 autographed cards in it, plus the autographed card that is graded 9.5 or higher guaranteed. So Leaf Valiant baseball, it's going to be a lot of fun. Some Donruss basketball, some 2013 playbook, some more 2010 plates and patches, more Leaf Valiant, some Bowman's Best, more Chronicles. We got all kinds of stuff. Autographed baseball, more autographed jerseys, so on and so forth. You see it all in there. And Contenders football again on Sunday night. We broke half of that case last night. The back half of that will be coming up on Sunday. Whoops, I did that. I gave you a black screen. That was my fault. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. So there you go. Let's take a look at our spreadsheet here for the first break. And this is one box of 2010 Panini Plates and Patches football. Break number 15. So it is the 15th time we have opened it. Took a little break from most of this one box break stuff over the holidays just to kind of avoid the bidders who didn't know what they were getting into and thought they were buying boxes of cards and yeah, that kind of stuff. I try to avoid listing stuff like that if I can in November and December. So, of course, our eBay end date was tonight, the 9th of January. Our live stream schedule also tonight. And team names are on the left with winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. I recognize most of you. There might be one or two new bidders involved here tonight. So I will throw this out here. If you are a new bidder, and of course 2010 plates and patches, it's not going to have enough stuff in it for every team to pull something. We know that already. And so that means you may have a no-hit team in this break. And if you do, here's what typically happens. You would, the next time you have a package shipping from me where you have hit a card or memorabilia or something, then anything that you have coming to you for your no-hit teams would ship at that point in time. Now, if you want it done sooner than that or done differently than that or whatever, I can accommodate you. All that information is listed right there in the auction description. So I would ask you to please go and review that if you haven't looked over it already. I do know the background is out of focus. You saw me change that. I did that on purpose, guys. That's because I don't like the zooming in and out, and I like to look at things up close. So here is our encased card tonight. There's always one of those to start off plates and patches in 2010, and then we'll have some others outside of it. So this is a Ben Tate rookie. Of course, that's a hard signed auto. Well, sort of. It's signed on similar cardstock and inserted into the card. And, of course, the material there as well. It is numbered to 699 for the Texans. A Steven Jackson base card for the Rams to 499. Johnny Knox for the Bears to 499. Everything in here is numbered. Josh Cribbs for the Browns to 100. City Limits insert for the Redskins, that one to 299 with Chris Cooley. Stephen Williams for the Cardinals, that one is numbered 250. Autograph hit for Jeremy Williams, rookie sticker auto for the Chargers. That one's numbered to 349. There is a little bit of chipping. You can kind of see it. These dark color cards, I have the worst time getting them to show up on camera. It's down here in that lower right. You can barely see it, but there is a tiny little bit there. We have a redemption. I'm going to set that aside for a second. Dez Bryant, that's a nice little surprise in there. Fabric, rookie blitz for the Cowboys, numbered to 290. So shipping on this, guys, while I am getting out some sleeves to get these things taken care of, and before we look at the redemption, that's the wrong sleeve. Shipping on plates and patches, because it is a totally free shipping break, no cost to the buyer. Those things go out about once every 5 days on average. So you can expect your cards from this break to go out in about 5 days. Now, obviously, if you have something else that goes out before that, then it'll hitch a ride and go sooner too. But if you don't, about 5 days. That is specific to plates and patches because it is free shipping. There's a different schedule in place for the baseball that we'll be breaking in a minute. So our redemption here, card number 193 is Taylor Mays. Now, who in the heck, what team was Taylor Mays in 2010? That's just an excellent question, isn't it? I don't know if they're, oh boy. Well, let's just see. We'll take a look and see if they're, excuse me. I had this all set up for Chronicles Baseball, but I think we're going to have to go back and see if they have football back as far as 2010. And I don't know if, oh, we do. Yay. Happiness. So I think we'll just look it up while we're at it. And what did that say? Just rookie. That was it. They didn't get too fancy, I guess, then at that point in time. And it says card number, what? 193. I thought the handy little checklist on the top of the box there also had the team. Shows you how long it's been since we've opened it. A couple months, I forget. So Taylor Mays goes to the 49ers, and it will be numbered to 649. Here's what you need to know about this, guys. It is, of course, expired. You can see the expiration date written on there. You do still want to put it in your Panini Rewards account. And if they have it, they will go ahead and send it to you. I already forgot what that was numbered to. Daggone it. Hang on one second. 649. Okay. So if they have it, they'll send it to you usually in, month or two on the older stuff, sometimes quicker than that. If they don't still have it, let it sit in your account for a few months, then give them a call. Actually, don't give them a call. Reach out to them on Twitter and ask them about it. Sometimes they can work with you to substitute another player and stuff like that on expired stuff. So to recap, we have our Ben Tate encased card for the Texans, our nice little Dez Bryant rookie blitz fabric there to 290 for the boys. The redemption for the 49ers to 649. The Jeremy Williams for the Chargers to 349. And the other stuff, of course, was numbered base. So once again, going out to you in about 5 days, unless you have something that goes out sooner. So that's kind of the deal on that. And Shane, yes, I see you over there now. You jumped in and said 49ers, and you know what? I hadn't even noticed that before. That was my mistake. I didn't see you on there. But either way, I still would have gone to the checklist because I'm a real nerd about that, right? Like I go always to the checklist, even when it's stuff that I know 100%, because I just think it's the right way to do it. I don't know. It's just how I am. So that's going to bring us to 8 boxes of 2017 Panini Chronicles Baseball. This is a half case break. It is break number 5. And of course, it also ended tonight, January the 9th, then live streaming tonight as well. Team names on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. Now this, of course, you guys have, you paid shipping on this because there's so many cards in it. Everybody's going to get something. There's no question about that. I'm going to guess that this will go out to you most likely on Saturday. Now, there is a possibility that I could get it out to you sooner than that. And if I can, I will. There's always the possibility that something unexpected could happen, and it would end up being a day later, which would, of course, push it to Monday since there's no mail service on Sunday. I hope that's not the case, but you never know. Sometimes life does get in the way and I get behind on things, but for the most part, I'm thinking Saturday. I do print the labels on eBay, so it should generate a shipping notice when that happens. It should also add the tracking to your item detail page. And you probably noticed here I took out all 16 of our boxes, even though we're only opening half of them. And that's because whenever we start a new case, I take everything out, number it on the end, and then put all the numbers into random. And random will select for us which boxes we open tonight and which we open later this week when we do the back half of this case. And of course, what I will do here is just, we're just going to do random one time. Excuse me, I don't see any reason to do this multiple times. So I'm just going to type in 1 through 16 and I'll hit random one time. The first 8 that come up, those will be the ones that we will open tonight. And the rest, as I said, will be in the next break. So. And I better write down what we pull because the odds of me remembering all these probably not really strong. All right, so we have 14, 9, 4, 15, 8, 2, 3, 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's convenient. I can remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 14, and 15 looks like. So I did also write it down because, yeah, I'm probably not going to remember it. I mean, the 1, 2, 3, 4 I can remember because that's like super easy. But then I start losing my mind, forget some of them sometimes. Hi, Alec. You are asking what is the best card that we have pulled out of here, out of Chronicles? Well, we've pulled some excellent things out of here. We've pulled some nice Aaron Judge stuff. We've pulled some nice Cody Bellinger stuff. A lot of that is redemptions, because of course part of the fun of Chronicles, in fact most of the fun of Chronicles, is that there are cards in here for sets that you can't get through Panini for baseball. So there's Spectra cards, there are Gold Standard, Absolute, all kinds of fun stuff in here in addition to just the Chronicles cards themselves. I mean, obviously they do have their own base card design, but there's so many of the fun inserts, and a lot of them are redemptions I have found, particularly for our higher profile rookies, and those are often in Spectra designs and things like that. But we for sure have pulled some fun stuff out of here. Big Buck Nut 100 says he hit a 1 of 1 Clemens auto Saturday night. Dang, that's nice. Out of here or out of something else? And Alec, what team am I a fan of? I like the Cincinnati Reds because that's the kind of sort of pseudo-local team for me. They're not far up the road. So I kind of grew up as a Reds fan, but I also like the Dodgers. I lived in LA for a while, so I like the Dodgers and a few other little odds and ends, but for the most part, that's what we're looking at. Now, guys, these base cards, there are lots of them. They're all going to be oriented like this. If you want me to flip each one around like that, I will. You just need to tell me that in chat. If you don't jump in and tell me that, we're going to look at them going kind of sideways because, you know, it's easier and they're just the base cards. If they're numbered or something, of course, I would do it differently. But let me know if you object to that. If you do, we'll flip each one. If you don't, we'll buzz on through. Our first hit is Yandy Diaz for the Indians. That, of course, is on the Chronicles card design, and it is a sticker auto. Mr. Waxpack says he opened a fortune cookie tonight, and it said he would pull an Aaron Judge redemption from this break. Yeah, I hope that's right. I don't think your fortune cookie said that, but I hope that that is right. Let me get out a few more sleeves here. I like to put the Prism in sleeves. Nice little rookie refractor there for Alex Bregman. Followed by another Alex Bregman Prism refractor. This one, though, is numbered to 299 in the blue parallel. So the Astros there with a pair of Bregmans back to back. And I just put that right in the wrong place, didn't I? We'll find a fair number of these too. The rated rookie out of Donruss Baseball. We'll find a fair amount of those inserts as we go along. Haniger rookie refractor prism set for Seattle. This is numbered. It's numbered to 199. You can tell that, of course, because it's got the little green up there. When the numbers are a different color than silver on these Chronicles base cards, then they're going to be numbered in some way. Nice Ian Happ hit for the Cubbies. Sticker auto on the Chronicles base set there. And all the cards do ship. I get that question quite a bit. Everything will ship out of here, base and otherwise, so no worries about that. If you see it pulled and it belongs to you, you are going to get it. This is numbered to 25, George Brett for the Royals. Actually, we've got, I'm going to set some of these in separate little piles. You're also going to notice that periodically I pick up the cards that we've already looked at and I move them off to the right. This is numbered to 75 on the Jacoby Jones, and it is Prism Cracked Ice. So cool little Prism hit there for the Tigers. So yes, periodically I'm going to pick up these cards we've already looked at. They're going to go off to the right. They're still on a mat. They stay on a mat at all times. There's an area that I use over there to sort with, but I don't like this to get real full, so I move them around. This is to, I'm trying to read that, 399 on the Will Myers with the little blue up there. So we've seen blue, red, and green so far. Bradley Zimmer, rookie refractor prism design for the Indians. Alex says I got my dad with a fake 1914 Babe Ruth card. Well, that's just mean, man. Did you make your dad thought that you had an actual Babe Ruth? And oh, that's kind of mean, man. You shouldn't do that to your dad. This is to 99 on the Ruiz for the Atlanta Braves. Although I have to tell you, growing up, my dad would have loved that. My dad was, he loved to freak you out and scare you, and he'd be, you know, the one trying to jump out of the bushes and frighten you and stuff like that. So my dad actually probably would have appreciated the humor in that and been rather amused by it if I had done that to him. Mitch Haniger, this is numbered to 99, and there's one of our nice Spectra cards. Our triple threat materials. I love the Spectra design in baseball. But Gold Standard out of here is probably my favorite. What are you asking me about? Ruiz? Where did Ruiz go? I believe it is. It says Atlanta on there, so that would be Atlanta Braves indeed. Rio Ruiz says Atlanta both front and back. So yeah, that's gonna be the Braves. Sometimes I might call one wrong, or if I have it in my head wrong that they're with one place and I just autopilot it and say it. And if you ever notice that, absolutely, guys, feel free to jump into chat and catch me on it. But on that one, the card does, in fact, have it as Atlanta Braves. So, and sometimes, of course, you know, players get traded, they get moved around, but they're always going to go to the team that it's labeled on the card itself. So sometimes the manufacturers are a little behind the game when it comes to traded players, and you might pick up a few cards for your team that after a player's been traded. In fact, we had several sets, especially earlier in the year, where we had Moncada in both ways. So we would have Moncada White Sox, and then we would have Moncada Red Sox in the exact same product. And sometimes the autographed would be Red Sox and the non-autographed would be White Sox, because you assume that they must have signed them before the trade, and Topps wasn't going to just toss those cards out, you know. So you never know. Hunter Dozier for the Royals in our Contenders parallel rookie ticket. Just assume everything is a sticker auto too, unless I say otherwise, because the vast majority of these will be. Ryan Zimmerman for the Nats, Prism Refractor. There's Jake Thompson to 199 for the Phillies. Oh, here comes an absolute. Tools of the trade. Well, there is an Aaron Judge. You didn't pull a redemption, Mr. Wax Packs, but you do have an Aaron Judge. I was so hoping that was going to be signed when I flipped it over. And it is not signed, but you have a nice low number there. It is to 99. You've got a couple pieces of fabric and one piece of the baseball bat. So all in all, you're headed in the right direction anyway with your Aaron Judge tonight. Chris Bryant Prism Refractor. Oh, that is numbered to 199 on the Trevor Story. Little Cody Bellinger rated rookie, followed by Todd Frazier numbered to, what does that say? 399. Having a hard time reading the numbers tonight. Senzatella in the green parallel Rockies Prism. I can't remember that pattern name, guys, for Panini. It is a sticker auto, and it is numbered to 20. So very nice hit there for the Colorado Rockies with the low-numbered Senzatella. Marcus Stroman to 199. Nice little Spectra hit. Sticker auto. So the Jays are on the board. Buster Posey, Prism, base Prism Refractor. A little Aaron Judge, and he's numbered to 399. Yay! So you have your Aaron Judge Prism. So maybe your fortune cookie is not going to be too far off, right? You haven't hit the redemption, but you've hit some other Aaron Judge stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, here comes Gold Standard. I love Gold Standard. This is to 269 on the Chris Bryant for the Cubbies. Of course, they're getting ready to bring out basketball, Chronicles basketball. This is to 999 on the Chris Davis. I don't even know why you bother to number them when they go to 999, but they do, so, you know. And here's another one to go right behind it, Robbie Ray to 999. And the other thing that's weird, they make the numbering on those gold. And typically you would associate gold with being a lower hit, not with being a really high numbered hit. I just find that odd. But that's how they did it, so there you go. But Chronicles basketball is going to be I gotta think about this. It's gold standard and titanium and brilliance. There's more. There's like 5 or 6 different sets that you can pull out of Chronicles basketball. Oh, why can't I think of the other ones? Momentum, that's one. Of course, I'm super sad that they're not doing a freestanding gold standard basketball this year. That's probably the basketball release I look forward to the most every year. I like Prizm basketball a lot, and I actually enjoy Absolute basketball and Court Kings and some of the others, but gold standard's the one I look the most forward to, so I'm bummed that it's not going to be a freestanding release, but at least we are still going to get the gold standard cards. They're just going to come in by way of Chronicles this time. And we have a little Paul Goldschmidt Prizm. That's not gonna be numbered, but we'll flip it over just to show you. Bonifacio will be numbered for the Kansas City Royals. And it is to, if I could not turn it upside down, to 399. Another gold standard. This one is Mr. Mickey Mantle to 269. Of course, he came back to Panini Products just this last year. His family made a deal and took it away from Topps, who had it for years. A-Rod. Boy, I'd love for this to be signed. It is not signed, but still pretty cool. You have it to 499 with the little fabric hit there. Hey, but guess what? That's for Seattle. That's not where we would have thought that would have gone, huh? But the, yeah, team designation on that one is Seattle. So sometimes they do a little switch up on us and put a secondary team on there instead of who we would all assume it would be. Carlos Correa, base Prizm refractor. Purple, Francis Martz to 99. Marte, I don't know. To 99 for the Astros. You know I get the names wrong most of the time. Ryan Healy, that is number 299 for the A's playoff ticket. Sticker auto contenders card set. Little Bryce Harper. That's the other nice thing about the Prizms that they have put into Chronicles. Virtually all of them are refractors. That's to $9.99. So we don't have to waste our time on those non-refracting Prizms. If they just had a little bit better looking design for their base cards, I would absolutely love this set. This is to $9.99. Billy Hamilton for my Cincinnati Reds. But I'm not a fan of I don't love the base card design. Bradley Zimmer for the Indians to $99. Donruss Signature Series is the card set. It is a sticker auto. You saw a redemption go by. Yes, you did. I have got it laying right back there, and we're going to leave it back there for a little while, holding you in suspense on that. But we're going to wait until the end of the break to flip it over. Dexter Fowler for St. Louis to $199. Chances are we'll have some more redemptions to go with it between now and then. Jeff Hoffman to $299 for the Rockies. Yeah, that way we have something to look forward to at the end of our break. This little fellow right there. Meanwhile, Mr. Wax Packs is, he's got his fortune cookie out and Magic 8 Ball and trying to turn that into Aaron Judge while we're waiting to flip it over, aren't you? I know you are. I don't blame you. I'd be doing the same thing. So last night, I got off the break in time. I had watched the first half of the Georgia-Alabama game. Of course, I wasn't able to watch the second half because I was doing a break, but you guys were nice enough, or maybe not you specifically, but the people who were in my break last night were nice enough to keep me updated on the score. And I finished up in time to watch the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. I cannot believe that Alabama came back and won that, especially the way they won it. And with the freshman quarterback who hadn't even been starting all year, and just the whole thing, I was just, oh, this is just, what is happening? I mean, I'm happy because they were both SEC teams, and, you know, that's how my dad raised us. If your team isn't in it, but someone from your conference is, when it comes time to get to the playoffs and the championships and whatever, you support the conference above all else, despite rivalries. So I was happy that it was an all SEC playoff game, but I really wanted Georgia to win. So I was kind of a little bit bummed when Alabama pulled that off in OT. That was crazy. That is numbered to 75. It is another Alex Bregman for the Astros. That one cracked ice, and they are loading up on Alex Bregman prisms. You, Mr. Wax Packs, you ate the fortune cookie. And Bryce, oh, you are on here tonight. Yeah, man, thank you for keeping me up to date on those scores last night. I always appreciate you guys doing that. You know, I'm always I'm always wondering about the score of some game when we're breaking. There's a nice little Aaron Judge base prism, and Justin Bauer to 9.99. And cards on the floor. This, well, we had 2 breaks tonight. The first one was the 2010 plates and patches. This is to $2.99 on the Moncada. And then this half case of Chronicles baseball. So just the 2 tonight. Ian Happ, rookie refractor for the Cubbies. Carson Fulmer to $3.99 for the White Sox. Is Adam Jones numbered? Yeah, to $9.99. So, like, that hardly counts, but it is numbered. So, here comes a Dansby Swanson rookie refractor for the Braves. Atlanta. Paul Goldschmidt to $299 blue parallel prism refractor for the D-backs. Robert Gelman for the Mets. Sticker auto in the Chronicles series. Chronicles card set, I should say. Jacoby Jones. Oh, nice patch. Oh, sweet. That is gold standard. I need to get a pack of thicker sleeves. I just used the last one a second ago. Let's get another one of those out, and then we'll take another look at that sweet little Jacoby Jones patch there. That is numbered to 25. 4 colors. I like it. Detroit Tigers. You got a nice one there, in my opinion. Of course, I'm a sucker for a nice patch anyway. You guys mostly know that about me. Makes me happy. Oh, Bryce, you've got the Royals in this. All right, excellent. This is to $3.99 on the DeGrom for the Mets. We had a Royals hit earlier, didn't we? Or did I dream that? I think we did. Kyle Freeland for the Rockies to $199 on the rated rookie parallel. That's kind of a weird color. It's kind of like a gray. I wonder if it, they probably don't call it gray, but it looks gray to me. So, Brock Stewart. That is numbered to what? Maybe it is not numbered. I guess it is not. But it is a sticker auto. I thought that was hard signed there for a hot second, but it is not. I was wrong about that part. Next out, Rockies, Senzatella again. You're doing well with Senzatella, Colorado Rockies. This is numbered to 99 Signature Series card set. Yeah, George Brett, that was it. That's the one I was trying to think of. That wasn't even signed, but that is the one I was trying to think of. Because I was like, I know I had something that I remember thinking, oh yeah, that's pretty good for Royals. That's what it was. Yeah. course, I like George Brett. He's from my childhood. He and Hank Aaron and all those guys. I have very fond memories of them. So yeah, I saw the low-numbered George Brett. That's what was kind of stuck in my head, and then I couldn't think specifically what it was. I just remembered, yeah, there was something for the Royals. Oh, he's your favorite player? That's pretty cool. You know, Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron are mine. They're the ones I love the most. I don't think it'll ever be another player that I like as much as I like those two. Because out of all the many years since, there have been a lot of players that I like. But those two are just I think it's just something about the players you watch a lot when you're a kid and the ones you kind of grow up with, or some of the first cards you collect and things like that. I think that's what makes it fun. For me, it is anyway. So they're always going to kind of have a special little spot for me. That's kind of a weird looking back on that. I thought this was going to be something cool when we turned it over, but it's just kind of a regular one. It's numbered to $9.99, but I don't know. Somehow I thought that Altuve was going to be different. I told you we'd find another redemption. I had a feeling. So now we're going to have a couple to flip over. Another Aaron Judge rookie refractor. So you got a couple of those you can do something with. Nice little Clayton Kershaw green parallel in the pattern whose name I don't remember. Numbered to 49 for the Dodgers. Oh, you've got a Johnny Bench collection. Sweet. Yeah, I can't stop and type it in right at this moment, obviously, because I'm in the midst of doing this. But is that your Big Buck? Is that the same user ID that you have on eBay? Because if it is, I can just send you a message through eBay later and give it to you that way. Andrew Jones, or I can type it in for you at the end of the break, one of the two. This is to $499 for the Atlanta Braves. You have a piece of the baseball bat, and that's the Chronicles card design, and that just slipped right out of my hand. I apologize. Fortunately, it did not go anywhere but on those little pile of cards, and does not appear to be any worse for the wear. So, thank goodness it was already in its sleeve as well, but sorry about that, guys. Clearly did not intend for that to happen. Every once in a while it does, but that was to $9.99. That's why we have the mats, of course, but not intentional. Manny Machado, Baltimore Orioles Prism refractor there. This is to $99. Bonifacio for the Royals. And a couple of base. Oh, that's not your, okay, yeah, if that's not your eBay username, I'd never be able to find you. So just remind me, and I'll shoot it in there at the end of the break. This is to $199, another George Brett for the Royals. Sam Travis. Prism refractor. There is to $9.99 on a Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. David Dahl for the Rockies, going to be the gold standard, and that's a nice one. Got the piece of material. It's numbered to $199. It's an is that on card? Yeah, it's an on card auto. Pretty sweet little hit for the Rockies. And when he comes back healthy this upcoming year, hopefully his card values will rise a little bit for you. Another gold standard, this one for the Angels to $269. Yeah, that David Dahl is pretty sweet there for the Rockies. Of course, you guys know, I already said I love the gold standard. That's to $9.99 on the Dexter Fowler. And when they come out hard signed and the material on it, it's always it's just a nice clean looking card most of the time. And I've really liked that series as a whole. I was so happy when they brought it back into football this year, because it had only been in football one other time, and that was in 2011. But then we've lost it in basketball, so which is odd, because it's been in basketball since 2010, I think. It was either 2009 or 2010, and it's traditionally one of the better sellers, and it breaks well, and the cards are beautiful, and I don't know why they would give it to us in football and then take it away from us in basketball. I mean, they're not totally taking it away. It's going to still be in Chronicles for basketball, but it's just not going to be a freestanding release. So, I don't know. They always do weird stuff. Bryce, he says he's happy for whoever outbid him on the Rockies. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's the worst, isn't it? When you get outbid on something and then you watch the team do really well. It happens to me, too. This is numbered to 75. A little Ken Griffey Jr. Nice little cracked ice card there for the Mariners. Another one of our little dummy cards. Robbie Ray, numbered to, what, 399. And the Milwaukee Brewers have a prism, finally, right? The Brewers are going, hey, my name hasn't been called. This is numbered to 299 on the Barreto for the A's. Blue parallel rookie, and, of course, refractor. They all are, for the prism, anyway. Jeff Hoffman to $3.99 for the Rockies. A nice little Jacob deGrom coming for the Mets, numbered to 49. And, oh, that's pretty cool. Spectra, and one of your pieces of fabric there is from the camo uniform. So, that's nice for the Mets. Oh, you got, guys, if someone is, if you're watching live and you're not logged in, you won't be able to see chat, to see it or to respond to it. And of course, if you're watching this on a delayed basis, you also can't know what's going on. But Big Buck Nut 100 is the username, says that he needs to finish some sets for the, and he's looking for base from the White Sox and the Cardinals. Another Ian Happ coming out for the Cubbies in the Chronicles design sticker auto. And he says he will trade and to please email him at, oh boy, do you want me to read that out, Big Bucknut? Tell me if you do or not, because I'm not going to read your email out loud unless you want me to. I don't want to overstep. But if you would like me to, so that people who see this later, in case the folks you're trying to reach aren't watching live, I will do that for you. There's another Alex Bregman prism, rookie refractor. Oh, and Todd Trexler has the Cardinals, and he sees it. Okay, so then we'd only be talking about the White Sox, who Big Buck Nut 100 is trying to reach to work out a trade on some base stuff there. This is numbered to 399, Mark Reynolds for the Rockies. I love this card. For the Cubs, Brizzo, with Bryant and Rizzo. I just think that's a fun card. We usually pull one of those somewhere along the way, or a couple in a case, and they always make me smile when I see it. And who do we have here? Gabriel Noah, sticker auto. I've never pulled this guy before, and I don't know. I've never ever pulled him before. I mean, he's for the Orioles, obviously, but so I don't know. I don't know if that's a good hit or not. I'm not even familiar with him at all. Jose Abreu, sticker auto, Chronicles design, same as the last one was for the Orioles. And Bucknut100 says, yes, I can read his email out. Okay, so if you have the White Sox and you'd be willing to trade, Bucknut100 is trying to finish his base set, and he says you can email him. I'm going to just spell this out, I guess. It's Kitch, Kitch, 45833 at yahoo.com. Kitch 45833 at yahoo.com. So White Sox, if you want to do some trading of your base, he's in the market. Oh, yeah, I guess I just assumed White Sox, didn't I? I guess it could have been the Red Sox. I didn't even think about that. I see Todd saying, are you looking for white or red? And I just had already announced White Sox. I don't really know why. I just somehow assumed that was it. I think it's because when it came up, we had just looked at something White Sox, and so I just made the association. But, yeah, good point. It is the White Sox, but, yeah, it was good that Todd asked you to confirm that. So this is our next to last box that we're getting ready to look through. This is box number 7. Of course, we do have a couple of redemptions, so we got a couple that we don't know what they're going to be quite yet. For the Brewers, another refractor. How about a Mike Trout to 49 for the Angels? Green parallel. That's a nice little hit there. Adam Frazier signature series for the Pirates, and I would have thought maybe that was numbered, but yeah, it isn't. Sticker auto on that one as well. Rizzo. I pretty much put all the prisms in a sleeve, as you can see, just because, you know, there aren't that many of them in here. This is to 399, a little Aaron Judge Chronicles base, but numbered. There's another Brizzo for the Cubbies. Cabrera is to 399. Another Senzatella. Wow. I mean, I am like... The Colorado Rockies are crushing it with Senzatella tonight. So how about another one? Gold Standard on-card auto to 199 and a couple pieces of fabric to go with it. And the Rockies are cleaning up here tonight in this break. Tools of the trade, Alex Bregman. I'm thinking this one's going to be signed. I think it is. I feel it. It's for the Astros. I felt it wrong, didn't I? Okay, well, it's to 99, and you have got a piece of the bat, what looks like a piece of leather from something. It doesn't really look like it would be from a glove, but maybe. I don't know. Anyway, piece of bat, a piece of the uniform, and what looks like a piece of leather down there for the Astros. Cespedes to 199. Todd, you're asking if we've had any good Red Sox or Cardinals. I don't really remember having anything autoed from them. That's to $9.99, but that's not to say that we haven't. I will definitely recap everything at the end. That's to $99 on the Jeff Hoffman, at least as far as the autograph and material stuff go. And of course, remember, we still got 2 redemptions to flip over too, so we don't know where those are going. And right on cue, how about a Red Sox for you? With a little John Farrell, numbered 225, no less. So, yeah, right on cue, we pull one up for you. It was waiting for you, right? It didn't want to come out too early. It knew you weren't tuned in yet. Justin Turner for the Dodgers to 269, Gold Standard. This is to $9.99 for the Zimmerman. Todd says, yeah, well, I didn't want the John, you basically didn't want the John Farrell hit. Well, hey, here's the way I look at it. You're on the right track in that you're like, hey, do I have any Red Sox hits? And we hadn't had any yet, but then when you ask, you got one. So I think that means, I think that's a good thing, though, right? Maybe it's going to lead down the road to something better. Maybe there's going to be one of those redemptions or something will be yours. I don't know. But I think it's always good to ask for a hit and then get a hit. That's all I'm saying. Well, there's got to be a prism under there because that spun around, which usually happens that way. Yeah, definitely Benintendi is in this series. In fact, we've pulled it. He does have some redemptions in here because we've pulled them before. So there's definitely a possibility that one of those is a Benintendi under there. So I think I think that's one of the breaks where we pulled a Benintendi Spectra Pink maybe, and then the person never paid for their break. They stuck me with it, and so I ended up redeeming it. I haven't gotten it yet, but so I know that's how I know we pulled at least one Benintendi because I got stiffed on the team and ended up redeeming it myself. That's to $9.99 on the Mike Trout. Christian Aurora, little rookie refractor there. And here's a Dansby for the Braves. I believe that pattern is called Scope. I'm really bad with the pattern names, but I think that's Scope. That is to 99 Prism for the Braves. Yeah, well, I tell you what, you'd be surprised, Todd, how many times people bid and then do not pay you. This is to $299. In fact, I've already had one this week pop me for $30-something on a one-box break. So, you know, that was a big chunk of of the money for that break. But it's, and usually, well, I'm trying to be a little more vigilant and not let that stuff sit. And if it doesn't get paid, just go on and sell it in chat. And I'm starting to do a lot more of that this year because I got every month last year I got popped anywhere from $75 up to $300 and $400 a month in unpaid stuff. That's to $199 on the Nunez. So I'm kind of cracking down a little bit more on that this year. I'm not letting too much of that ride. Because a lot of times it's even people that bid with you often, people that you probably know or that I knew or that I would think would pay for it. And no, they do not. That is to $499 for the Mariners. I mean, for sure there are some, but they usually tell you in advance. You know, they'll say like, hey, I'm going to be at work, or I've got this, or I've got that, and I'll take care of it. And those usually follow through. Ozuna for the Marlins. That is to $9.99 on the Mookie Betts. And I'm okay with that, guys. I mean, if you're bidding on something and you know, hey, you're going to be at a ball game, you're going to be in a movie, you're going to be on an airplane, whatever, when the auction ends, and you tell me ahead of time this is what the deal is, I'm perfectly okay with letting that ride. It's the ones where they don't tell you anything that it gets dicey. And even then, unless they're high dollar, a lot of times I do let them ride. Amir Garrett for my Cincinnati Reds in that sweet little Spectra design. Has an on-card auto and a nice little material there. It is not numbered, but I still think it is a sweet hit for my Cincinnati Reds. I like it. I've seen these before. This is just kind of weird. They have the big test stamped on the back, and that's kind of it. I mean, it's numbered to 49, but the main thing is it has that big test message stamped on the back. So I don't really kind of know if those have any particular extra value or not, but there they are. So take it for what it's worth, I guess. A little Nolan Ryan to $3.99 for the Astros. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees in a base prism. Louis Castillo for my Reds, numbered to $399. Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. This one is numbered to 99. Should be Spectra. Oh, sweet little hit there. Too bad that's not Aaron Judge, right? Because, yeah, you would have been in the money. But nonetheless, you have an on-card auto, a nice piece of fabric, a good-looking card, and a relatively low number to 99 on the Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. Hunter Renfroe for the Padres. This is going to be in the Absolute card design. That one is signed and numbered to 99. And you see you have a white something there. That is actually a hole. All right, that's not a white anything. As I look at that closer, that is a hole that's punched through that. So maybe that is a piece of the shoe. I don't know. Something that laced, I guess, originally. Because, yeah, that's a big hole right in the center of that. So, anyway, there you have it. Hunter Renfroe for the Padres. Okay, guys, we have two redemptions to take a look at here. And you know, after I flip them over that I will go to the checklist and we'll verify them. We'll also see at that point in time what they are numbered to, because the checklist should show us that. So the first one out is Orlando Arcia, and it is on the Contenders rookie playoff ticket is the card set on Orlando Arcia, which should be a Brewer, I believe. And then a Bradley Zimmer Gold Standard rookie jersey autographs. That'll be a nice looking card. And that should be the Indians. But we're going to buzz right on over here and find out for sure. I forgot to bring you with me though, didn't I? I went and then I didn't bring you. So we'll try this again. Now you're along for the ride. I just have to get us back to the start here, since we had to look up something in football a minute ago. Which figures, the one night, right, that I had this all set up and ready to go and was already loaded with Chronicles is the one night we also had to look something up in the first break. That's always the way. All right, Orlando Arcia was a Contenders. Where are you, bud? Contenders rookie playoff ticket. There we go. Why is my mouse suddenly not working? He is card number 28. So Orlando Arcia is going to be numbered to 99. I got to write that on there. 99. Okay, then that brings us next to our Bradley Zimmer, which is a Gold Standard rookie jersey autographs. He is card number 35. So Bradley Zimmer will be numbered to 199. And I guess, let me see, I don't have MLB pulled up, but I guess I probably should, right? Since it doesn't list it, I forget it doesn't list the teams on Panini since they don't hold the license. So let me pull up MLB and get it loaded here real quick, and we can just verify it that way. That's probably the quickest and easiest if I can find the player search in here. And is it gonna... No, that's weird. How do you find... This is so weird. I can't find... I don't know how to find this stuff on MLB.com. Daggone it. Maybe I do it like this. I don't really know how to do it. I never do it on MLB.com, man. I don't know how to search for players on here. Well, crap. Crap, crap, crap. Hold on a minute while I try to find this blessed thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Good grief. Well, that only took me 50 years. Now let me see if I can get you on the same page that I am on. Yay! Happiness. Okay, so Bradley Zimmer should be an Indian. We're going to put him in there and let it tell us that he is. And, well, actually, it says it right there. So there we see that he is Cleveland Indian. So next I will go back and do the same thing for Orlando Arcia, which should, of course, be the Brewers. And Orlando Arcia is the Milwaukee Brewers, as we thought, but there now you have at least seen it from MLB since it wasn't on the checklist. So let's recap. Let me write this on here, and we'll recap all this stuff real quickly. And, of course, I wrote on the sleeve. That's not on the card itself because I know my handwriting is hideous, right? I mean, I do. I hold no illusions about the fact that I have good handwriting. I do not. If I did accidentally ever want to think that I did, my mother would always let me know that I don't. All right, San Diego to 99 on the Renfroe. And, again, that piece there in the middle has a hole punched through it. It's just that way in the card. Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees to 99. Amir Garrett, Reds. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to read all this off again. You guys know what it is. We've already looked at all the numbering and all the stuff, so I'll just flip them. We'll just flip them once front and once back and give you one more little pass at them here. And while we're doing this, I'll take a minute to remind everyone, in case you did not hear me say it earlier, or if you're watching it delayed and just scooted to the end for the recap, I'm expecting that this will get out the door on Saturday. If I can get it out the door quicker than that, of course I will. But that's kind of my expectation. And those kind of things are usually plus or minus a day, right? So it could get out on Friday. It might accidentally, a few of them, slide until Monday. I really, really hope not. I really don't think it should slide to Monday. I think I should get it out Saturday. But you never know. Sometimes weird stuff happens, like when I got sick a couple weeks ago. That set me back a little farther than I meant to be on some things. And so every once in a while, something comes up and you get a little off schedule. But I always try to get it out when I've estimated as best I can. And as always, I appreciate everyone breaking with me. Note that this is Seattle on this A-Rod, guys. That's the team that is noted on the card. So that's going to the Mariners. So as always, everyone, thank you for breaking with me, for bidding with me, for hanging out with me in chat. I hope that I'll see you again on another break. We've got the back half of this case coming up in a couple of days. And, of course, we've got some more Bowman's Best we're opening and lots of basketball and football in addition to our baseball. And we'll be getting into sometime probably in the next week or so, I'm guessing we will open up a little Elite Extra Edition again as well. So one of these for the Brewers, the Orlando Arcia to 99. The other one for the Indians, the Bradley Zimmer to 199. And I will very quickly just put up our little happy little spreadsheet one more time, just in case, once again, somebody's rolled to the end and hasn't seen the rest of it. Here is what we have coming up for the next 5 days, if you're interested. And all of this is already listed on eBay. Of course, I add new stuff almost every night, but this is the stuff that you can already find up and running that you can bid on at any time you'd like. And guys, that is it for me tonight. So thank you. Have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you again the next time. Oh, bye, Todd. Bye, Big Buck. Oh, you're asking what? Yes, the other half is on eBay, and let me put this back up because I don't remember the day. Hang on. I really am terrible about remembering what day is what. looks like it's Friday, and it's the only thing that I'm doing on Friday is the back half of Chronicles. And that's because I had a ton of stuff that ended on the day that I needed to list other stuff for Friday. And I was so busy getting prepped for that break, I didn't have time to list anything else for Friday night. So Chronicles only on Friday. So that one you would want to make sure that you showed up right at the start time, because I don't waste a lot of time. I like to just rip into it and get going. So that's what we're looking at. So guys, again, thank you. Have a great night. I will catch you the next time. Bye-bye.